Hello, this is part 3 of my speedrun tutorial for Portal 2 on chapter 3. So, this chapter is probably one of the hardest to speedrun. It has a lot of tricks, and I'll be going over all of them in as much detail as I can think of. So, let's get going. Not much to say about this first room. Just get to the door as fast as you can. Okay, so here, I'm going to make a save. This faith plate is very interesting. In case you haven't really played this game casually, I'll show you just how it works normally.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
You go up once.
Well, I'm
Lado
back.
says, "Well, I'm back."
Aerial faith plate in here
This
is
quote.
a distress signal. Broke it, didn't you?
You go up twice,
There. Try it now.
What happened, right? I was just lying there.
and then she says,
This plate must not be calibrated to someone of your generousness. I'll add a few zeros to the maximum weight.
You look great, by the way. Very healthy.
healthy.
Alright, then you go up a third time.
Word, right? Couldn't believe it.
And then she says,
You seem to
have defeated its load-bearing capacity. Well done.
I'll just lower the ceiling.
And then she lowers the ceiling for you. Now you can imagine, this must suck in a speedrun to have to wait here for this long, right? Before you can get going. But, we found a skip for this. So basically, it's dialogue, trigger, interruption kind of stuff. So when you go up, there's a trigger in the air. And the skip works by hitting the trigger multiple times, going, like, in one trip up and down. So normally it would take you, like I showed, 3 times up and down before she moves the ceiling. It's possible to do it in one, or if you only get like a single skip, you can do it in 2. But the basic idea is to crouch on the way up so that your head hits the trigger, ducks down, and hits it again. So it hits it 2 times where it would normally hit it once. And then on your way down, you uncrouch so that just after you pass out of the trigger, your head pops back up and hits it a 3rd time. So you trigger it all 3 times in one go. So I'm going to try to do the double dialogue skip, and then I'll explain how it works. Or like how to pull it off. I already explained how it works. Okay, I didn't get it there, because she said, If she says, that means you skipped the first quote, and only the first quote. You want to skip all the way to, you seem to have defeated.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
I think I uncrouched too early. And I must have crouched at the wrong time too, so... Oops, why is that open? Anyway. This is kind of tricky. I'll just explain what I'm trying to do. My setup is try to keep like a level view. When you walk on it, hold forward the whole time. When you pass this wall, crouch, go up, and then like after you sort of bump this sort of invisible wall like forward, you let go of forward, and then uncrouch when you're passing like the middle of these tiles. I'll try to show, like, actually, you know what? There's already a tutorial for this trick. iVerb has it on his YouTube channel, so I would recommend just watching that. It explains this trick.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
Darn
This
it.
plate must not
I'm
be
not getting it. I'm getting like a single skip, which means I'm either crouching at the wrong time or uncrouching at the wrong time.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
That probably
Well, I'm
didn't
back.
get it. No. I'm actually, I should be better at this.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
Darn it, why am I not getting it? Well, if you got it, she would say, you seem to have defeated this load bearing capacity. And the idea is, yeah. Yeah, you have to crouch somewhere around passing here, and then go up and uncrouch somewhere around the top. It's one of the harder tricks in the game, I think.
It's me. I'm okay.
I didn't get it for sure.
This plate must
I got
not
a
be
single.
calibrated to
I got a single skip again. I think I crouched at the right time, but I didn't uncrouch at the right time. So, You gotta do both.
It's me. I'm okay.
That should get it, I think. No. I'm just gonna spend the next half hour waiting till I get this trick. And that'll be my tutorial. Captain.
Well, I'm back.
Oh my god, this trick is stupid. But it works sometimes. It should not be random. It should work when you time it correctly. But just, I'm bad at it.
This
Another hint to figure out like what you're doing wrong if you're missing it. If you get single dialogue skip quickly, like she says right away, then it means you crouched correctly at the right spot, but you didn't get the uncrouch correctly. If she says after like a few seconds of waiting, then it means you got the uncrouch correct and not the crouch.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
I think I have to uncrouch sooner. That time I just missed both of them.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
That might work.
well, I'm
Maybe.
back.
Never mind, it didn't get any skip. I don't even know.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
Well, I'm back.
Wow, this is... I'm not good at this trick, ISO. My view is centered.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
Wow, this is... That was, I would think that was an uncrouch correct, not a crouch correct. Sometimes I feel like iVerb's setup doesn't work. Like, I feel like it's actually quite, like, a little bit off.
Misplaced.
And that's why I miss it, because the crouch timing is, like, not where I think it is. I don't know.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
You seem to have
There we go. We got
low
it.
capacity. Well
So,
done. I'll just look
that'll
this
take a
up.
bunch of practice. And if you get a single skip, then you have to just wait out an extra quote. Oh, yeah, so this is the next part of the chamber, whatever. You saw where I put the portal, I don't have to explain that. Okay, so we come over here, and what I like to do, I guess there's a few different ways you can do this section. But what I like to do is put my blue portal down here. Don't do that, land right on it. Put orange here, and press the button as you go through. Go over the glass wall, get the cube, jump down to the laser, aim this, and then since I shot both portals, we don't have access to the Faith Blade anymore, so you have to do this jump. And this is actually a fast way to solve the chamber. Put it away over here, and get on top of this thing. And from here you have to do a wall strafe, and then jump off the edge of this, and air strafe, landing on that. And I would shoot orange so that I fling up out of the blue one and land there. Like this. It also helps to crouch in midair when you do this, I think. I don't know if that's actually true, but... And then once you're up here, you would shoot the laser, go over here, shoot the other side to open the door, and that's pretty much it. But I'm going to show off a couple other routes that you can do to solve the chamber instead. Starting from this point where you get this shot here and put this on the ceiling. If you want to do, I think this is a little bit easier one, but if you stop here, jump in, wait no, that's not it, is it? It would be, I need to rethink this. There's a few different routes. I haven't used these in a long time.
Hey, it's me. I'm okay.
You seem to have
Oh, I got it again.
load
Cool.
bearing capacity. Well done. I'll just look
Okay.
at the ceiling.
Okay, I guess my old route, for me it's like an old route, but for people wanting to learn this game it might be just an easier route that they could start with. Okay, I guess you could like look just go over here. And this is basically intended strats.
I couldn't believe it either.
Hit the button. Go down here. Get the cube. Did I not press the button? Apparently I didn't press the button, so we're gonna go over there again. But you would start by going here. Press. What the hell is wrong? Okay. So apparently you have to be like really careful when you press this button. I didn't know this because I don't do this route anymore. But okay, and then you can get the cube. And then you could just like jump over here and faceplate yourself up to the exit. Now another little benefit of doing this is actually every time you go through one of these portals on the diagonal surface, you can actually speed it up slightly by reportaling yourself as you go through by shooting blue like that. It gives you slightly more downward speed, and you can do it every time that you're going through like that. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but like it's faster than if you just walk through this portal like that, see? So if you do that route, that's one way to speed it up slightly. And then another route you could do would be putting one here, and you could jump straight up on here, and normally this wouldn't be up, so you'd have more room here, but you could like wall strafe jump and press the button out of a jump here, and then you would put blue, reportal, and it's the reportal there, but you'd try to reportal down, get the cube, and then once you get to this point, if you're not comfortable with the strafe jump, like I said, you could go around here and take the faith plate up, or, you know, at this point where you aim the laser, if you're comfortable with the strafe jump, I would recommend doing this, wall strafe jumping and landing, trying to fling up to the top. So yeah, I think that's it for this chamber. Mention those panels are a look trigger. Yeah, these panels that come up here, I think they show up when you look at this thing. Yeah, I think you have to look at this, and when you look at this, it like pops out of the wall, and these come up. I'm not 100% sure on that because I don't use that route, so I normally don't like pay attention to where that trigger is, but I think that's what makes it rise up. Is that correct, ISO? Alright. Oh, and for this elevator you can enter it right away, because the quota is too short for you to care about waiting for a good fade time. Okay, next chamber, Ricochet. This is probably one of the coolest chambers in the game to speedrun. It has a lot of different routes. It's even got an achievement for beating it in under 70 seconds, although we will beat it in less time than that, for sure. I'm just gonna wait till Gladys stops talking. Alright, so where to begin on this one? I'm gonna just start with the route I currently use. I put a portal up here, portal on the nearest wall, re-portal behind me. Now actually this might be the first point in the tutorial where I'm doing wall-to-wall re-portal, so I think I want to explain this. A wall-to-wall re-portal is actually pretty simple to understand. If you are walking through a wall, actually, let me start by saying, if you're standing in a portal on the wall, and you shoot a portal on another wall, it'll push you out. Like, I didn't move any of my strafe keys, directional keys, I was just standing still. And when you shoot the portal, the game puts a force on you that pushes you out. So, you can actually use this to your advantage to gain speed if you're walking through a portal and you shoot, wow, okay, walking through a portal and you shoot a wall. Notice I got a big speed boost there. You can also do it right behind you, like on the wall next to you, if there's space. That didn't work that time. Okay, maybe this isn't a good spot for it. I'll try like over here. There we go. So yeah, that's another way you can do wall-to-wall re-portals. You can either do it on a wall that you're that's on the other side. Well, either way, it always has to be a wall on the exiting side, which means that you're going to want to shoot the same color that you're entering. So I'm entering blue and shooting blue on that wall because I'm coming out of orange, and that's how the boost works. If you try to shoot like orange doing this, what the hell? If you shoot orange, it does nothing. Yeah. So you shoot the color that you enter. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for waterway reportals. Anyway, starting the chamber. You come in, the one in the top corner. I do a wall-to-wall reportal behind me, or you can do it on that wall over there, doesn't matter. Land over here and jump. Grab this cube. And I can't really do this part step by step, so I'll have to like show it first and then explain what I did. Wait, did I miss a step? I missed a step. When you reportal, shoot over there on the ground. And then jump off with the cube and shoot under you. Fling up, drop it when it's like fully above you and shoot the ground there. And then grab it. It's so fast and I can't explain all of that. But I have to. It's a tutorial. So that was what you're supposed to do. Basically, I jumped down the pit and I went through orange, came up out of blue. I held this up above my head and dropped it. And it was, like the way I dropped it, it was going to fall back down through the blue portal again. And then while you're in midair, you shoot orange right at the end of this portable area in the middle, so that it's underneath the laser. And then you land, and as soon as you land, you want to jump off the floor, land next to the faith plate, and then walk onto the faith plate right away. And that timing will set you up to be able to catch the cube and dodge the panel, since the cube will be hitting the laser, and the panel will drop down. So, because you know when this is there, that gets out of your way. So you'll be at just the right timing for the cube to block it, for you to grab the cube and miss the panel completely, and then you'll be heading towards these faith plates. And then another trick comes in there, and to demonstrate this one, I'm just gonna not bother with the other thing. I'm just gonna get another cube here so I can show it. It works with any cube that you want to use. You let go, and right after you get hit by this faith plate, you grab it. Basically, what it does is you're hitting it in midair, and it stops you from going back that way. And just after you hit it, just after you collide with it, you grab it to keep it with you, and you'll go straight up and just navigate your way onto this platform and use it on the button.
I didn't see the date.
There's a few different routes you can do through this chamber. Am I dropping frames? I'm dropping frames. Well, what am I supposed to do about that? I have 4 out of 5 bars on my internet. I was dropping some frames. Alright. Hopefully that doesn't continue. I hope I don't have to redo this tutorial. Okay, some other routes for this chamber. Maybe I should... there's so many routes, I don't even know where to begin. Like, there's way too many routes. You can start by portaling up to this corner and doing a portal stand, which is basically... I explained this earlier, but yeah, if I'm standing outside of orange, I would shoot blue and back through the orange portal at the same time. And now I'm up here. You can do that to get this laser cube quickly, and there's a route that uses the same kind of technique of getting the cube to come up out of the ground portal here, block the laser, just as you're like coming by and catching it. So I'll try to demonstrate that one. You'd have a portal next to the faith plate, and a portal that you're going to fall into. You press the button, you fall into it. You grab it on the left, just at your... Well, I can't... I didn't get the right timing there, because I don't usually do this method, but... The idea is, if you jump off the cube at the right time in midair, you will be set up perfectly to grab it and dodge the panel. Well, I may have had it there if I actually landed on the faith plate. You're not supposed to land next to it and walk on in that case. You're supposed to just land right on it. Press it. You gotta fling up, catch it, jump off. There we go. Actually, oh, I got the even better version. Sometimes you'll dodge it completely and you'll have to do the ricochet off the cube here. But if you're lucky, or if you time it really, really well, you'll get knocked up by the very edge of this panel as it's on its way back up, and it will give you just the right speed to actually land right up on this platform, which is a really nice benefit. So then you just, like, you're done, pretty much. I'm going to do this chamber a few times in, like, full speed with my route just to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to go into some easier routes for more beginner level speedrunner.
It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw it.
So,
if you solve this next
portal,
test,
portal, re-portal,
maybe I'll let you ride
jump,
an
put one over
elevator all the
there,
way up to the break room.
fling
And
up,
I'll tell you about the time I saw it.
put it on the ground, jump, land next to it, walk on, grab it, and I did not do that correctly. I should have walked on the faith blade sooner. So you really want to land like right next to it and walk on it right away.
I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Darn it, what am I doing wrong? Well, that's not good. Well, normally this works. This is the worst tutorial ever.
It's a beautiful day out.
It's like, this is how you do a trick, and then this is me failing the trick while trying to do it.
Maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. We dodged it. We got the cube ricochet thingy here, and that's pretty much it. And then you would go and there's a slight elevator timing that you can use, but it actually doesn't make that big of a difference. Alright, time to show other routes, if I can even think of them. Because there are many backup routes. Let's say you're comfortable with the cube ricochet thing off the back faceplate, but you're not comfortable with the dodging the panel techniques that I showed. The two that I showed. There's another one, but I think it's even harder, so I wouldn't recommend doing it. There are a few things you can do. If you want, you can enter the room, and the first thing you can do is just a typical fling to reach this cube. If you can bunny hop far enough, you can bunny hop over this gap, or if you can't, you can just go down to the floor and shoot. I guess it would be blue again. And come back over to this faith plate. Block the laser, which will keep this down completely. And then since your orange one's already set up correctly there, shoot blue, do the portal stand that I showed earlier to get to the top. Get the laser cube, and you would jump straight down and grab it, and then just immediately do the cube bounce at the end. That time I grabbed too late. Like I hit the grab button too late, so I didn't get it in time, but if I had pressed it a little bit sooner, I would have had the cube up here with me. So that's one way you can do it. And I guess if you fail that, then you can do this as another backup strat, which is pretty much the intended route. My other portal was up there from the portal stand earlier. You can actually just, this is pretty much the intended route right here, if you wanted to do that after trying the other route. So you do that, and try to get a nice cube placement, I guess. But I guess that sort of covers enough routes. Right? I don't know. The most important things for this chamber that you should take away from are A, learn the cube ricochet thing at the end, where you bounce off the cube and grab it and fly up to the exit, because that is the best shortcut. And then B, try to learn one of the two methods for like the fast route, because it's really cool and it's very fast. But if you don't have it down, don't worry. It's not really that much slower to just block this laser with one cube, get the other cube, and just get the thing at the end. And I even showed that you can do the intended route if that doesn't go well. I guess I'll run through that last beginner's route one more time in case you forget part of it. I think and I'm not sure if this is the fastest way to do the intended solution or beginner's route, but it seems pretty good to me. So you'd fling across, get this cube, try to jump the gap, go up here, block the laser. Orange is up there, so I'm going to use blue and blue again to get up here. And then press this, jump off, grab it in midair, and go for the cube thing. Let's say I missed it, even though I got it right there. If you miss it, you can go and solve the chamber like you normally would, like the intended route would. And if you're feeling brave, you can go for this a second time to save a bit of time. And if you didn't get it, you would just fling back and forth on the faith plates. Like boom, boom, boom. And you can hold right while you're in midair to like land next to the button, so that you place it right away and then go through.
See the deer today. I did see some humans, but with you, I've got more
The elevator timing I found for this is that you enter right after the word humans, if you're here early enough. If you're not there in time to enter right after the word humans, just enter as fast as you can. I think that's enough ricochet for everyone. Alright, now we got some light bridges. Jump in chamber, do a couple jumps in this hallway, land at the door, do a couple jumps here. Okay, so there's actually a few different routes here as well.
If you rubbed your cheek
I'm gonna wait for the quote to
it
end.
would be like standing outside with the sun shining
Blah,
on
blah,
your
blah,
face.
blah.
It
It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Alright, so what I like to do, and this is actually a pretty fast route, so I would recommend it, is just bunny hop along this whole bridge. While you're doing so, shoot on this thing right here, right underneath the button. Put one here, and as soon as you go through, look at the button, jump, press it. If you hear the sound, or like you can either listen for the sound of it being pressed to know that it worked, because or you can just turn 90 degrees and see that this thing is orange. So if you got that, then you can continue. If you didn't, just like keep jumping and trying to press it, I guess. It's really not hard to press it. You just jump and press it. Okay, so I have blue here, so I have to remember to keep shooting blue as I'm navigating towards the cubes. So you go this way, put one on the middle here. You don't need to use this one at all. You can actually bunny hop and shoot it over here. And also, it's helpful to shoot it on the right half of this, because if you put it on the left side, hold on, get out of here. If you put it on the left side, the cubes that are falling here will miss it, and you might have to wait for a new one to come. If you put it on this side, they're likely to stay on, or sometimes they'll fall off, but at least they'll stay on, like they'll stay in grabbable range for a longer amount of time. So yeah, you're landing here, you'd get the cube, you'd come back through, just drop it for a moment while you put your portal. Some people like to put it up on the ceiling here. I like to put it here. I guess I would put it here if you're comfortable with bunny hopping, because then you could grab this, turn around, and just jump to the left and like jump over this platform. But if you're not comfortable with bunny hopping, then you could put it on the ceiling and just hold right, like go to the right when you fall out, and put it on the button. And then from here, again, there's two ways you can get to the exit. Your goal is to make, let us say, the quote for finishing the chamber as quickly as you can, which is excellent. So one way you can do it is pretty simple. You can just portal your way over there, put one there, and then just fall towards the nearest wall. And she says, excellent. Or what you can do, what I like to do, because I think it's slightly faster, but it's really just about the same speed, is after placing this to a jump and then a jump here. And the trigger's like in midair, so she starts saying it now, and then put the bridge, go through, portal myself to the exit, and you have plenty of time to get to the elevator for the good elevator fade,
You know who else murders people who are only trying
which
to
is
help?
wrong.
Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong.
Oh,
The
I was
correct
actually
answer is nobody.
it's actually late,
Nobody
but that's because I like took a bunch of time to do nothing. So if I actually went, relatively fast, that would not have been late at all.
Excellent. You're a
Portal,
predator, and these
exit.
tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them?
Did you guess sharks?
Because
That's
that's
wrong.
The correct answer is
Well, that's why I
nobody.
like to go.
Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
There's another route for the start of the chamber that I could show. Um, if you don't like the jump up to hit the button method at the start, you can cut a sharp left here, put one over there, and portal right through, and then come and hit this button. But then you need to shoot that, and like, that's kind of awkward, I think. That's why I don't like to do that route. Um, but you could do something like that. Bring it back over. You can put it here, you can put it here. I like to put it there. And hit the exit.
Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests...
I'm just going to show it once in full speed, or at least I'm going to attempt to do it full speed, like without messing up, if I can, to show you how fast I think it could be done, or should be done.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pumped.
So I like the jump up to hit the button method.
If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face.
If I go fast enough, I should be here in time for that cube cycle.
Excellent.
I would say that was a pretty decent run of the chamber.
Are your prey.
No real mistakes.
I was researching sharks.
Just maybe a few small things that could have been faster, like pressing the button.
Murders people who are only trying to help them.
But that's the idea.
Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Ceiling catapult dialogue skip? I wish I could. I tried to show it off earlier, but I failed it a bunch of times as well, so I just think it's a hard trick. I did explain how it works, though. Alright, bridge to the gap. This is a chamber with a pretty big skip in it, but you have to be good at bunny hopping to get it. Like, you cannot get this if you don't know how to bunny hop, so if you thought so far running this game, it's like, oh, bunny hopping is a nice way to go a little bit faster, but do I really need it to run this game? Well, if you want a good time, yes, and here's a trick that you really can't do without it. So the thing is, here's a door. This door closes when you hit this trigger in the middle of the hallway. I'll show the trigger. This trigger right here. When you touch this, the door is going to start to close. And if you walk or wall strafe or anything but fast bunny hopping, you're not going to make it in time. So basically, what I like to do is stand back here and try to do a series of bunny hops approaching the door to get through it fast enough. I don't think that's going to be good.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
Not quite fast enough. Not quite. But you can make it. And it's not terribly hard if you know what you're doing. So I'll explain my bunny hopping technique
I figured
And
out what to do with all the money I
you
saved
could use
recycling
that,
your
but there are other
1
people
full
who
of
have a
hair.
different bunny hopping
When you're
technique that
done,
works as
I'm
well,
going to
so it's really a
laminate the
matter of
stairs and
preference.
close you in the
Oh,
lobby.
just remember you
That
can't
way
do it
future
right away,
generations can
or at
learn
least
from
I
me
wouldn't
how
recommend
not
trying
to have
because
your
these things will get in
unfortunate
your
bone
way.
structure.
I wait until those get out of the way before I try doing it. So I'll make a save. What I like to do is start here. I try to take my first jump so that I land somewhere near the corner of this rubble pile, just a reference point. And then I try to take my second jump so that I land somewhere around here, just before this rubble pile. And this is the last jump that you can possibly abort your attempt at making it through the door because the trigger is right here. So if you take any further jumps past here, you're going or you're failing, you know? And from here, I try to do 2 jumps from here into the door frame. So that's my plan.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
That was very close.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
That was pretty slow on the last 2 jumps, which is why I missed it. But dang, I'm not doing very well at any of the tricks I'm supposed to be teaching.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
There we go, that one made it.
I guess somebody's going to
Keep
have
in
to
mind
do that too.
that this door, actually, if you watch its closing animation, there's more leeway on the right half than the left. So when you're aiming for it, try to aim like about here. Don't aim dead center. I'll show you. Just look at the animation. You can see that it's open on this side more.
Perfect.
Towards the end of the
door's
animation.
malfunctioning.
See how like this
I
door
guess
closed
somebody's
after
going
this
to
one
have
did?
to repair that
So yeah, like
too.
right around there
Don't get up.
is the best place to go.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess
If you miss it,
somebody's going to have to
hold up
repair
against the
that
door
too.
right in the middle because, wow, I got lucky.
Get up.
Sometimes it'll let you through.
I'll be right back.
The door does like
Touch
these
anything.
glitchy open-close animations, and I think they're randomized. And I guess there's like a pool of who knows how many door animations that it can pick from, like glitchy door animations. And there's one out of the whole number of animations that are out there that will let you through if you just push up right in the middle. And I happen to get it first try right there. So if you don't think you can get the skip, or if you try the skip and fail it, just push up against the door, and sometimes you'll get really lucky. Although I will say it is not a common occurrence. It probably only works maybe 1 in 15 times. And that's like 1 in 15 times of waiting for all 3 glitchy door opens, because it happens, like the door does that little glitchy thing 3 times. So you have 3 shots at getting it. And I don't know how many... I don't actually know what the chances of you getting it are. I don't think anyone has tested that.
Perfect. The door's
But let's say I missed it. I would think I was going to make it
guess
if I
somebody's
continued there,
going to
but
have to repair that
you have
too.
3 shots. 1,
No, don't get up.
2,
I'll be right back.
3.
Don't touch.
Wow, I got it again. Alright, I consider that above average luck to have gotten it twice, but yeah. So, so don't give up if you miss it. Sometimes you'll get lucky, but most of the times you won't. At least that's been my experience with it.
Hey, up here.
So that's pretty much it for the glitchy door skip. That's what I call the trick, glitchy door skip. Alright, so now, I'll do it one more time and then we'll get into what you actually... Oh, that was horrible. That was really bad. We'll get into what you actually do when you get inside the chamber. Oh, maybe I should show what we're skipping with this. I didn't really do that yet.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
Oh, I got it.
guess
I wonder if I get the
somebody's going to
luck
have to repair
backwards.
that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't
Nope.
touch anything.
Anyway. Whatever, you don't have to know what we're skipping. I guess you do. Okay, but we're skipping a thing where Wheatley talks to you, and that's actually important for when you're in the chamber, because when Wheatley starts talking, if you're not careful about how you do this room, he can interrupt GLaDOS's, like, finish the chamber speech and make you have to wait a long time in the exit elevator. So we want to avoid that as well. So keep in mind that even once you get the glitchy door skip, you have to solve the chamber at a certain like fastish kind of pace, so that you can get to the button by the time Wheatley starts talking. So I'll show you how that can be done. Whoop. I didn't hit the trigger there, so I can go back and try it again without reloading.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
Shoot up there,
I
here,
bet somebody's going to
there.
have to repair that too.
Press the button,
No.
put a bridge, get the cube, go through. You can put one like down there.
Don't touch anything.
That's one way to do it. Okay, so once you're here, wait till Wheatley starts talking before you place this.
Well done.
Because if you don't,
In fact,
he'll interrupt
so well,
GLaDOS,
I'm going
and you'll have to wait a long time at the end.
In the commendation section.
So,
oh, there's lots of room here.
and you can enter on like in between room and here,
Enough.
and you won't get a good fade. Anyway, but there are some other ways you can do this chamber that are a little bit faster, and it's actually possible to be able to place the cube on the button without waiting for Wheatley to start talking. But you have to do it early enough or he'll interrupt GLaDOS. So let me show you what happens if you try to place it and you're not fast enough to have
Perfect.
like
The
to
door's
skip waiting for
malfunctioning.
Wheatley.
I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
Let's say you try to do it now.
In fact, you did so well.
Yep, Wheatley interrupts GLaDOS there. And now Wheatley's talking. And instead of fading in the elevator ride, we're waiting, and Wheatley's talking to us from the cutscene that we skipped with glitchy door skip. And you're waiting all this time in the elevator, and it's a huge waste of time. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you don't... Okay, basically the timing that you need to know if you're trying to go for the fast method is you need to place the cube and trigger the final GLaDOS speech by the time she's done saying, "Don't touch anything." If you wait like a second after she finishes saying anything, it's too late, and Wheatley will come back and interrupt. So don't put it on during that moment of time. You'll have to wait for Wheatley to start talking before you place the cube. I'm going to try to do a route that will get to the button in time to get an early speech trigger.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
Or I can fail door skip.
Perfect.
Fail it
The door's
again.
malfunc-
It does take a lot of practice to do this trick, and I'm not really like in run mode right now, so I'm sort of missing it a lot.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning.
Dang. Although, I should be getting this more often.
Perfect. The door's
There we go.
malfunctioning.
Orange, blue,
I guess
orange.
somebody's going to have to repair
Press
that too.
blue. Okay.
No, don't
Go
get
through.
I'll be right
You
back.
can like... Oh
Don't
god, this is not
touch
gonna work.
anything.
No, I'm too late. I didn't make it in time. I kind of forgot my route. I think I'm supposed to jump through faster and then shoot and then jump down.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, like this.
Don't touch
Anything? I got it.
Done.
Okay.
In fact, you
Oh!
did so well.
Well,
I'm
pretend
glad
that
it
stayed
was
on
in
there.
file.
I
In
should have moved the bridge out of the way.
commendation section.
But yeah, Wheatley won't interrupt because I got it early enough.
Did well. Enough.
So yeah, if you get it before she's done saying "don't touch anything," it'll be good. And there's actually a faster way to get over there. I think it's a little more dangerous
The door's malfunctioning. I
some
guess
people
somebody's
try to
going
do
have
it
to repair that
in
too.
runs. It's
No,
just barely
don't
step
get
through
it.
here, put one on
I'll
that,
be right back.
and jump.
Don't
Watch
touch
your
it.
head
Well done.
and get over here.
In fact, you did
And that's
so well. I'm going
a
to
bit
note
faster.
this on your file in the commendation section.
Anything else I need to show for this chamber? I honestly don't think so. That's pretty much it for single segment routes. I could show the reportal method, but no one ever does that in single segment. No one's crazy enough to do it. So guess that's pretty much it for Bridge Gap.
Oh, there's lots of room.
Oh, I forgot to enter the elevator at the right word.
Enough.
Oh well. You'd enter the elevator between room and here. The last two words is, or whatever. Not the last two words. Okay. Turret intro. I like this one. This is one of my favorite chambers. And there's no elevator dialogue, anything dialogue to worry about. So if you're afraid, being like, geez, we've been doing so much worrying about dialogue and stuff, don't worry. This chamber doesn't have any of that. You just get to go fast and place lots of portals and kill some turrets along the way. So it's a lot of fun. Start off, go upstairs, go through the doorway. Bunny hop, you don't even pick this guy up, just knock him over. Just run into him, he falls over really easily. Get to the corner here. Peek behind that guy, right? And then on the wall. Now here's some cool fast placements. Look to your left when you go through here. Portal there. And then you would... Wait. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I do. Okay. Portal there, and then do like a 180 as you go through here. And portal under him. And then portal here. And walk through to your right. Don't go up the stairs. Shoot above the stairs. And then go back through the portal here. And then once you get here, shoot up on high on this wall. And here I'm going to make a route divergence between beginner and not beginner levels. I'd say for a beginner, it's probably easier to do this trick by walking into the wall portal. By putting a portal up here, we can look over this glass wall and see the portal surfaces in the last section of the room, or last section of the chamber. Also notice there's two cubes underneath this. We're going to aim for this cube. So what I'm going to do here, I'm standing outside this wall. I'm going to shoot there, and then I'm going to try to fall into my other portal. Huh. Okay, I guess you can do that. That was interesting. But yeah, I'm going to shoot this wall, and then as I'm falling, shoot a portal and grab this cube. So like, shoot, grab. And you should get perfectly far enough to get this guy. Watch out for this guy. He'll shoot you if you're like too far to the side of the room. So stay to the left. But yeah, you can use your cube to knock over this turret. Look to your right and shoot onto that turret. This guy can't see you as long as you stay on like this side of him. So then you can place the cube on the button, and you can either gun it for the door and hope that he doesn't kill you, which is pretty safe, assuming you're like good enough at bunny hopping that you'll do something like a 2 jump, I guess. What I normally do is I place it and I'll go like 1, 2, and my third jump will be going through the door, and he didn't even shoot me that time. But and there's other ways to do this last room that are a little bit easier as well, if you don't want to do this method. But yeah, I like to fall, grab it, knock this guy over, shoot under him, place this, turn around and do a couple jumps, make it through the doorway, no problems. But of course you can kill the third turret if you feel safer doing that. Or what some people like to do instead is when they get in this room, sometimes they'll just walk through, knock this guy over, knock this guy over, knock this guy over, place it. That's fine too. That's perfectly fine. It's just a little bit slower. Also, I made this save because I said for beginners this trick is easier if you're walking through a wall portal at ground level. But the faster way to do it is that as soon as you shoot this, you'd shoot underneath you, and as you're falling through, do the shots and grab the cube, and do the same ending that I discussed earlier. And then jump down here, jump across here, and when you jump in this hallway, try to stay like about here in the middle. If you go too far forward, when the next map loads, this door won't open right away. So I think you want to end like right around here, but I actually don't want to be done with this map yet. I'm reloading the start because I want to show how this there was a lot of portaling that I discussed in the beginning of this chamber, and I'm just going to run through it again because I feel like people may have forgotten it. So.
They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets.
Go knock this guy over, shoot behind him, portal through, orange under him, blue in front. Go to the right, shoot above the stairs, go back down, shoot this upper wall, shoot it on the ground, go through, shoot the 2 things I discussed earlier, do the end room strat that I discussed earlier. Running out through the door fast enough to not get shot to death. Go here, and land in the middle of this room. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I do for that chamber. So, if you forgot part of it, I guess just watch that over again. And you'll notice the door opened right away because I was in a good spot. If you're like too far forward, this door may not open right away. Okay, so this is, what's this chamber? Laser relays. This has an interesting little trick to it that most people don't know about, so I'll make sure to discuss that. But the first part of this is just try to jump down the stairs in such a way that you don't hit your head on the door frame, and just continue jumping on the first walkway. So what I like to do is I would be pushing up against this door as it's opening, walk like halfway to the stairs, and then jump once on the stairs, and go, and my head goes right under the doorway. Sometimes it doesn't work because I'll get a stairs boost and it'll mess up my speed, but there's really not a lot you can do about that. I'm going to restart this chamber. Because there's some things you can do while you're waiting to get pushed up into the room. Like set up your portal shots.
Maintain a constant testing cycle. I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply.
So while you're here,
So
you could shoot on this line here, and on this gap. I'll show you. I'll try to explain my setup for this. I aim for, if you look at the lines, third line out from the wall. So 1, 2, 3. I aim, put one there, and this is fifth gap from this wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my setup. There are other setups that work. That's just the one I like to use. And then when you come up into the room, as you're like on your way up, jump, and you'll get like extra height because you're moving up and jumping at the same time. And just jump over to the left and grab this cube. And what you want to do is, actually you can do it at either portal. You can do it here, or you can do it over here. I like to do it over here because, like, when I'm grabbing the cube, normally I could just turn and sort of walk to the right and get it like this. But you'll notice something interesting is that, you know, as always, our objective for completing a chamber quickly is not always to get through the exit as fast as possible, but or to even make the exit door open as fast as possible is not always the objective, but it's to get GLaDOS to say the end level quote as soon as possible. So you'll notice that if we're holding this in our hands and we have the door open, GLaDOS doesn't say anything. She doesn't say like, "Oh great, you solved the chamber." I mean, that's not the words that she says. She says, what does she say for this one? I don't remember right now, but we'll hear it in a second. But you'll notice that this doesn't work. So don't bother lining this up and like taking the time to make sure all these three are lined up and then drop it, because it's not until you drop it, or rather it's basically, she talks once you let go of the cube and all three are activated. That's like the conditions for GLaDOS talking. So what I do, instead of like taking my time lining these up and then drop it, and she says her quote, what I do instead is, I'll restart and show it, is basically I sort of get my general aim lined up, and I drop the cube as I'm passing over the spot where it's gonna hit all three. We're gonna do these shots as I mentioned earlier. Third line from the wall, fifth gap from the wall, here. Alright, as it's coming up, we're gonna jump to the left, grab the cube, and what I do is I sort of get the general aim lined up, and then I walk to the right and I drop it like this. And she starts talking. This wasn't even aimed very well at all. I'm only hitting 2 of them right now, and it's like pretty off, but it worked. It got her to talk, and while she's talking, you can fix the alignment and then head to the exit. So it's a nice little way to go faster. Chamber, we are on laser relays right now, Aqua. Although, apparently you asked that a while ago because Pokemon says we're on Twitch. So that time I hit my head. That's something that can slow you down at the start.
The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to
Come on. Okay. Alright. Go drop.
You know
I
how
got it.
I'm going to live forever, but you're going to
So
be
yeah,
dead in
that's pretty much
60
it.
years. Well,
And
I've been working on a
that's the whole
belated
chamber.
birthday present for you.
And then you enter the elevator
More
at
of a belated birthday medical
uh,
procedure.
medical
Well,
experiment, on the word
technically,
medical.
it's a medical experiment.
That's when I like to enter. There are probably other places you can enter the, like most elevators, you can enter it at other times and get a quick fade if you want to look for another place to time it, but that's when I time it.
That jumpsuit you're
Alright,
wearing
this
looks
one
stupid.
is turret blocker.
That's not me
This one has a
talking.
few different
It's right
routes.
here in your
You can
pocket.
jump through.
On
Oh,
the
this is
other
another one of those
side,
doorways where
but right here,
if
a
you like
scientist
jump
has
from near the
noted
top of the
that on
stairs,
you it
it'll
looks
be
stupid.
open in time for you to
Well,
go like
what
right
does
through
a
it.
neck-bearded old
So
engineer know about
keep that in
fashion?
mind.
He probably... Oh, wait. It's a she.
I'm gonna wait till
Still,
Cloud shows up
what
again.
does she know? Oh wait, it says she
This
has
is
a
long
medical
quote.
degree in fashion from France.
Friends. Okay, so this guy's here, right? Normally you're supposed to like use the light bridge and block him, but we're bunny hoppers here. You can just take him out. Well, oh my god, I speak for yourself. Apparently I am terrible at video games and bunny hopping. Okay, we wouldn't do that though. Okay, if there's two different ways you can go about doing this chamber actually. One of the ways involves going and taking out this guy, or like going towards him, and the other one actually uses his bullets to propel you forward. So I'm gonna go with the one where you go to the left first. Okay, so you can go through here, go to the left. Blah. Okay. Shoot up on the high wall in the back, and shoot in front of you here. And you notice there's this, thing over there. We can't jump that far, but we have reportals. So actually, let me switch around my colors. I'm more comfortable shooting reportals with blue. Um, yeah. So I'm entering blue, so I'm going to shoot blue on one of these walls down here. And reportals, make it across. Woohoo. And then just keep jumping, drop down, and you want to get all these turrets dead. I like to grab the one on the most left and sort of like sweep him around to the right and try to knock all the other ones over with him. And then take the cube and put it on the button, and then portal to the back wall and go through. That's it. I'm gonna go through a slightly faster route that involves letting the turret shoot you, which is pretty interesting.
That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid.
So a little bit faster
That's
way
not me talking.
is,
It's right here in your
again,
phone.
try to jump
On
through that
other
doorway
people it
without
looks
stopping.
fine.
Oh,
But right
missed
here,
the shot. But you
scientist
try to
has
shoot up
noted
there,
that on you it looks
and then
stupid.
shoot where the light bridge is.
What does a
Jump.
neck-bearded old engineer
Oh no, it's not
know
working!
about fashion?
Oh, it
He
finally worked.
probably... Oh,
Um,
it's a she.
I'm gonna try that again, make that look cleaner. But yeah, if you like jump and you're midair and the turret's bullets hit you, it can
That
give you
jumpsuit you're
a
wearing
boost
looks
of
stupid.
speed, which is kind of
That's
weird.
not me talking.
And
It's
that'll
right
get
here in
you
your
over
phone.
to the turrets,
On other people
the
it
other
looks
turrets,
fine.
and the cube
But right
faster.
here, a scientist has noted
Like that.
on you it looks stupid. Well,
Take the
what
left
does a
one, sweep him
neck-bearded
around,
old
grab the
engineer know
cube,
about fashion?
place it,
Probably...
portal
Oh,
inside
wait,
here,
it's a
and
she.
go in the exit. That's
Still,
pretty
I'm
much
going
it.
through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I
And
managed to
enter
find
on
two with your
and.
last name.
A man and a woman.
So that's interesting.
Alright.
It's a small world.
I don't think I have to go into any more detail on that chamber.
I's waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise.
This chamber is the worst chamber in the game. You have to pretty much do intended strats. Just except hold on, I missed an opportunity to show something. So when you're lasering the turrets, they explode one at a time. As soon as the third one lights fire, you're good to go. You don't have to stand on the button anymore.
Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint.
One there, one here. So right after the second one explodes, jump through here, grab this cube, go back, put it on the button, and then laser these guys to death, and make sure it's aiming at that when you're done. Go through here, go to the exit. It's boring, intended, and it's annoying as hell, because not that it's like hard or anything, but there's so many little things that make it hard to bunny hop quickly and stuff. So It's my least favorite chamber in the game. But you gotta do it if you're doing a full game run, so yeah.
I have a surprise waiting for you.
I'll just run through it one more time. It's really not a hard chamber, pretty simple.
So I'll just give you a hint.
There, there. 1,
You haven't seen
2, jump.
time.
Get this. Put this on here. And these are these guys. And we're good. That's it. Alright. That wasn't too bad. No. Fade. Okay, that was good timing. Ness. Yes, I hold the single segment record for this game, and I also hold the challenge time record for conversion gel, or conversion intro, I mean. Oh, and I hold the co-op record with Isolytic. Yes, I just showed one to enter the elevator. Alright, this one is Nobel Prize, or also known as Pull the Rug. Another pretty simple chamber. You go up here, jump once in front of the door, as soon as it opens, jump through it a couple times, get into the room, and you'd put a portal there, a portal on the bridge, and you can like just grab this from the floor, or I mean you have to be close enough. You can't. Oh, actually, you can reach it from pretty far away, apparently. Wow. Okay. Great. Your grab range is pretty good in this game, apparently. All right. So yeah, grab this from the floor, turn around and jump. Like kind of, you can like do it like a circle jump as you're turning around. Like grab, turn around, circle jump, and then for this one, it's not easy to place this without jumping. So I would say, I mean, you're trying to place it, you know, right here where the blazer and bridge intersect. So like try to jump and get it to land there, and it'll actually ungrab automatically. You'll notice I didn't press use or anything. It just sort of made it come out of my hands because it went on the other side of the light bridge. It just ungrabbed automatically. So just do that and then go this way. And as soon as you're about to head onto here, shoot, since I have orange there, I would shoot orange next to the blue portal, just as I'm heading on here. And then jump early, because the speech trigger
You think I forgot about
is
you.
like
I didn't. In fact,
is like right at this ground level.
After all
So you want to like jump as you're going up here and get your head to hit it as fast as possible, and then jump a second time to get to the elevator. So I'll try to show that like full speed. Pokemon, this isn't actually like an intended route. Intended would be like walking on top of the bridge and stuff to get the cue.
Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't
Portal,
for being
portal,
immune to
grab from the floor, and then jump, put it down. That actually might be, I don't know. If you don't place it like well enough in the center, it could fall off this button, which would really suck. That might be good enough though. Jump early, hit it, and then go through. Yeah, that was fine.
I didn't. In fact, we're
And enter on the word these.
After all
These.
years, I'm getting choked up just thinking about it.
Alright, that's enough for that chamber. Wait! That's the end, isn't it? I'm done. That's it. That's chapter 3. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we have finished part 3 of Portal 2 Speedrun tutorial. And stay tuned for part 4 coming later. So thanks for watching.